After more than 3 days, the snow finally stopped in the mountains of Afghanistan near Pakistan. The military base where nearly 200 Ohio National Guardsmen are deployed came to life again. There would be another mission, this one much different than the first. After getting ready for that mission, myself and photographer Andrew Banks were told there would be room for only one. Andy went along to see what these Ohio soldiers are doing so far from home for a year during their deployment.
Did you get at the FT about this TCB up here they're doing?
Another mission out into the Afghan terrain for the 112th Engineering Battalion. They're in charge of clearing the routes of IEDs, or improvised explosive devices. Leaving the safety of the wire, immediately the road begins to look different than the previous mission. Hills, then mountains. And this road is considered a main route here. Compared to I-71, or the north-south 3C highway here in Ohio, this is a route that's known for its volume of traffic.
It's a main hub between two major cities, and this area just east of here is a known Taliban area due to the fact that we find IEDs quite frequently on this route.
Traveling with the American forces today are Afghan National Army soldiers and their equipment, much of which has been donated by our government, including outdated Humvees. The 112th have come here to teach these men, teach them to look for the obvious and not so obvious. The Afghan soldiers will be taking charge here very, very soon. As the trucks approach a culvert in the road, we stop and soldiers exit the vehicles.
In some areas, we check every culvert.
Charging up a hillside, swinging wide to take a high look under the road. Approaching with the Afghans on their heels, the all clear is given for this first obstacle. Then a stone bridge. Troops converge on both sides, moving cautiously.
Pretty clear.
Nothing here either. Hopefully a good sign for what may lie ahead. I ride alongside a member of the 112th who is also an Afghan translator. He stays in constant communication by radio with the Afghan soldiers. He also operates a video camera fixed on top of the vehicle. With his camera, he can keep track of troops on the ground and locals along the route.
There he is.
He spots a single Afghan running away from our convoy and alerts the commander, but then loses sight.
Zoom on this.
The threat is dismissed, and we continue on. It's a constant game of cat and mouse out here, not knowing who's who or what is what as it seems.
Everyone needs to be questioned as far as anyone might look suspicious or whatnot.
The 112th tell me this is the most difficult part of their deployment. Because of the snow and thaw, the pavement has given way to mud and washouts, making traveling more of a challenge. We've reached the halfway point of the mission, the small village of Serhalza. There's a bunker overlooking our activity on the ground. I can't tell which force it belongs to. The 112th take charge and set up a checkpoint.
That's going to be the central hide point.
It's here that the Afghan troops will gain valuable field experience, checking all vehicles, asking questions, making contact with the locals.
What's up? What's up?
Our commander has the chance to pass on some American goodwill. I give it a shot, just sticking to what I know. But it's serious business out here. A car searched has turned up a stash of AK-47s and ammunition, a textbook example of the ever-present danger to these soldiers. I'm informed that each Afghan is allowed to carry one firearm, no more. The driver and passengers are questioned. The numbers add up and they're sent on their way. On the other side of the road, Americans photograph and capture retina scans of each man.
They come up as wanted or suspicious. We can track them there.
This information is recorded and logged into a data bank for future reference. Remember that man who ran off and disappeared into the hillside?
Not long ago?
Yeah.
Right here between here between Serhalza and Orgun.
Some useful information from a local. Car after car passes through. Nothing out of the ordinary has turned up today, except...
How many were in there? 15. 15.
Is that how they usually travel?
Well, about 4 or 5 kids and 1 infant with them.
We stop at a home and buy some flatbread baked right on the floor for $1.
Thank you.
Moments like this will hopefully win the hearts and minds of the Afghan people.
How's it taste, man?
Awesome.
With a safe mission completed by the 112th, our convoy packs up and we head back to the base at Sharana.
While these soldiers are confident and feel relatively safe during these months, they are not impervious to the dangers. This province has been called the most dangerous place on earth for an American. If there's any doubt, look at these faces. In the larger unit of this Predator task force, there are 800 men and women. 8 men have died since the deployment last August. That's 1 out of 100. 7 of them were killed in roadside bomb blasts. And clearing the routes of those bombs is the very reason they are here. In addition, another 20 Purple Hearts have been awarded. Tomorrow, we talk to the families left behind here in Central Ohio.